All right, Shalom. Koholo Yahabashim Yahushua. This is Sirach 26 and 15, and it reads, it says, a shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, and her continent mind cannot be valued. All right, let's read another version. It says, a modest wife adds charm to charm, and no balance can weigh the value of her chaste soul. All right, it says a modest wife adds charm upon charm, and there is no balance that can weigh the full value of her self-control. All right, so let's go back into it. It says, a shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace in her continent. Let's see what continent means. And it take a little bit, so just bear with me. Let me see. We got to do a little digging. All right, so exercising continence. You click on self-restraint. It says restraint, exercise over one's own impulses, emotions, or desires. That's what that word continence means. Going back, it says exercising continence. That makes you continent. So when you are going back to this, what it actually means, the second definition of it says restraint, exercised over one's own impulses, emotions, or desires, self-control. So let's go back to the verse. It says, and her continent mind cannot be valued. And you go into some of those other versions, or some of the other versions said weighed. So let's go into the word value. So some words are importance, evaluate, assess, estimate, calculate or judge the value, quantity or extent of, assess, recognize the full worth of, respect and admire. All these are good words. It says respected or appreciated, well thought of. And going back to his verses, a shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace in her continent mind, meaning self-restraint. She she holds her tongue when she's supposed to. She does her best to let her she does her best to hold her desires, off to the side. And just going back to that verse right here, it says restraint, exercise over one's own impulses. She isn't impulsive. She doesn't really think emotionally. She doesn't let her emotions dictate, the reality, the reality of things that are going on. For the most part, to the best of her ability. All right. It says continent mind, self-restraining mind cannot be valued, and it cannot be valued in this world. People look at the men of the Lord as so-called toxic masculinity, or they look at the men of the Lord as toxic masculinity. That was the word. But as well as the women, the women believers, they can't value, they can't really, going back to what that word means, it says value, they can't see the importance of it. They can't evaluate it, they can't assess it, and they can't esteem it, they can't respect it, because this world is on a wicked vibration. they can't admire it because, this world admires wickedness. All right. And chiefly that's because, Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the face of the judges thereof. If not, where, who is he? And this is, because of prophecy, because we went off and we sinned. we sinned. We trespassed the law. All right. But again, this is Ecclesiasticus 26:15. So, the sincere aquath out there, this is what a believing woman will be doing. It says a shame face, meaning that you're not walking shameless, because going back to, I can't remember what verse it is. It says a shameless woman will be counted as a dog. You're not walking shamelessly, And an example of that is, trying to put yourself surpassing or equal to the man, or trying to run things. Just being wild out here in these streets. It says, and a faithful woman is a double grace. So for the sincere aquath, you should be shamefaced and faithful. And, you should try your best to have a continent mind, which is a self-restraining mind. All right. And first and foremost, it starts with the belief, but, prayer is going to help with that as well. All right. So, Abaratazada was edifying. Call hello, Yahabashim Yahshua Shalom.